Hello, hello. Can you hear me? I know you can't see me because I'm at the other desk. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Good morning, Eve. Good morning, April. Hello, hello. Happy, happy? Hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Hopefully you can hear me okay. It's okay if you don't got much to say. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna continue working on the Mr. and Mrs. Claus tie kit, little bow tie. There we go. Thanks, April. Appreciate it. Yeah. So and we've got the presents done for one side. I'm just gonna highlight around it and thank you. Appreciate that. Good morning, Miss Allison. Good morning. Good morning. She's up early. Yeah. So we're gonna putter at that a little bit. This is how the cameras are going to be for today, okay? They will change over time. Oh, no, one moved. The star moved. What are you doing? What are you doing? You just want to come have a cookie? Want to have a cookie? Come on. There we go. Hello, Gazella. How you doing? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Hello, Sharon. Try to start watching. I hope so. I hope so. Please do. We are camping. Oh, fun stuff. Fun stuff. How's it going camping? To me, that's just way too cold because it is like maybe -7 outside, but it feels like more like -12-ish Celsius. So, and there's a dusting of snow. It's pretty. It looks pretty, but for some reason those windows turn out really foggy, but they're not. They are a little dirty, but I think it's just the angle of the window or something. Anyways, they'll be replaced in springtime. We'll have new windows there. So, yeah. Hi. You want to say hi? Say hi, everybody. Hey. Not every time you're going to get a cookie, you know. Not every time. Okay. Just most times. Okay. Yeah. Hi. Hey. Boo. Do I smell good? Hello, hello. Hi, everyone, says Linda Lindsay. My internet is yucky today. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, Jackie. She is adorable. She's the star of the show. That's why people come around, you know. It's not me. No. It's you-know-who. It's you-know-who. Hi. What? Why are you licking my pants? It's just weird. Want to come say hi? There. Say hi. I only got peas and an orange. And you don't like either one. Okay, you get a half a cookie. You don't get a whole cookie. Well, this kind of crumbled. All right, you get it all. Good gravy, what a mess. Dude, I didn't feed it to you now. My hands. I gotta just go rinse them a second. Hold on. Before you start this project. There we go. This microphone keeps hitting my chest weird. So took it off its little extender. Because she is the star of the show, for sure. Miss Allison, can you ban the whatever that one is, please? Thank you. Thank you for being here today. Hello, Tina. Hello from PA. Just seen your video on panels. Do you do a lot of panels? Yeah, we've tried to. We've got a collection, girl. We got a collection. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate that. I've got you on my trailer table. I'm looking out on the morning. There's a sunrise, sunshine, and dog walkers. 48 Fahrenheit, 8 Celsius. That's not too bad. That's usually a nice. That's nice. That's a good day. That's one of my favorites. Favorite temperatures. I like in between 8 and 18. You know, I like a little cool. You got to wear a sweater. You know, you get yourself all warm doing a walk. So, yes, welcome. So, when do we end off? Oh yeah, here's Mr. from the 12 hours on Saturday. That's how Mr. Jack Snow turned out. Pretty darn amazing and cute. And after I do some cross stitching today, I'll probably take out all his base stitches. So, morning, Tracy Quilts. What's going on? What's going on? Hello, Lorianne. Haven't been to bed yet. You potty girl? It's potty. Hello, Lynn. Good evening from a suddenly very chilly UK. Ooh, yeah, it's chilly. Well, it's chilly here. It got chilly last night. I think it dropped to minus 18 or no, minus 16 last night. So, but yeah, those are the cameras is the way the cameras is. I'm hoping I got the right camera on. No, we do. Yeah. I thought you guys had the picture-in-picture, but I don't think you do. I gotta switch it. So, all right, I'm gonna switch it so you have this camera. Well, I gotta be better in the view for it, for the cross stitch, and then we'll get started. Okay? Like I said, it's not too bad. It's okay. Outside, temperature-wise. The heater's going. At least it was warm when I got in here this morning. So, all right, switch your cameras. That should have switched. I believe so. Okay. So there's our little presents. I made a little boo-boo here, but yeah, only because I told you. Did you notice? I'm not really too concerned about it. So are you looking for ideas there, Tina, for your panels, or what? Because we've done a few, added some blocks, put some borders on one or two sides. You know, we've done a few different ones. So, okay, I'm trying to stay within here. I'm just going to outline. It's my birthday today, and hubby's taking me out for dinner. Well, fantastic! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Tracy. Quilts, knits, cooks, cleans, and sleeps, and gets treated for dinner by her husband. Happy birthday to you. Hope you have an amazing day. So where's your choice to go for birthday dinner? I'd be like a steakhouse. Some sort of like steakhouse. Steak and seafood place or something like that, because that was always a nice treat. So, well, I'm going to get less of a tail here. So since this was a ribbon piece, I kind of had to wrap it around my little scroll frame here. Yes, happy birthday. Did you have anything specific on your list? Your birthday is so close to Christmas. Do you ever find that just, you know, gets annoying? Because I'm like a month before Christmas, and I always felt like I used to get ripped off, you know, just because it'd be like, oh, well, we might as well just wait and save the big present for Christmas, or something like that. And be like, no, give it to me now. I want the perfect dream house now. And I always thought that I felt that way. Like, did people who have birthdays close to holidays, like big holidays like Easter, you know, where you're used to getting gifts, right? You get usually a gift on that holiday. So. I'm hilarious, okay? As long as it made you smile, it's all that matters. That's what we had last night at the pier. We took advantage of the sunset special. Filet mignon, c'est oui, oui, c'est la femme. The filet, c'est de mignon. It's the best côte of beef. And of course, I don't know where the French came from, but I always felt cheated. I know, right? And then you so close right after, like, and New Year's too. You know, like, I don't know. It's always nice to know, and I'm glad you could be honest here, because I am. You know, I want you to feel comfortable here. Was there anything specific that you had on your list? Like, did you, because sometimes with birthdays so close to a holiday, you kind of, some of them you say, hey, you know what, I know it's Christmas coming up and it's my birthday, and I'd really like this bigger gift, like, you know, say a fancy machine or you know, whatever, a table, a nice chair, you know, because, you know, the computer chairs or office chairs or something like that, they're not cheap, right? So, and you want one that's got some good balance and some good support in it, because you're going to be sitting in it a lot, right? So, I used to, you know, when I wanted something like that, I'd say to Kent or to Pop or to Munch, going to say, hey, you know, could you guys maybe pull your money together a little bit, and you know, is that possible? You know, this is what I would like. And it's useful, you know, it's not like you know, just asking for curtains or something. We're going for Greek. Oh, very nice. A little Slovaki. Yum, yum. I like a good Greek salad. I don't like olives, though. I don't like olives. The only olive I ever enjoyed, it was totally drowned in a martini. That was the only olive I liked. So it was saturated. I usually get moussaka. What's moussaka? What's moussaka got in it? I don't remember seeing that on the menu. Oh, Teresa, welcome to the chat. Welcome, welcome. I'm trying to hopefully I'm in camera. I'm sorry if I'm not. I apologize. I'm still learning. So I'm just trying to go around the berries, the holly berries, and then I'll go around the holly as we make our way. So I have a gnome panel and I'm stuck on how to make it. It's there an email I can send it to you where I can come across when I came across a panel. What state are you from? We're Canada. We're East Coast Canada. We just moved here about 2 months ago to East Coast. We were in Ontario, Canada. And you sure can. Actually, if you go to that where it says the Crafters Online Guild, if you do .ca, or you can go info@wesewit.ca. So Greek shepherd's pie kind of. Okay, gotcha. And I like it that see some foods you can't order without having peppers involved or nuts involved, right? Like there's it's the dish, right? But I like Greek food because I can say, hey, you know, I like this or this, but you know, no bell peppers or no nuts. So, good morning, Katie. Welcome to the chat. Happy Tuesday. So how is Teresa today? Besides a couple thumbs up and a check mark. Does that mean you're here? I can check you off the list. You showed up. Hello, Miss Charlotte. Good morning to you, or good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. I know you've said, and I'm just drawing a blank right now. Sorry. Just doing some black back stitching just to outline. No peppers involved. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I'm allergic to bell peppers. Sometimes they're in dishes, right? Or they're in the, you know, like the Mexican pre-shredded cheese. You know, you can get some of that pre-shredded cheese at the store if you want to, you know, just kind of quickly top something with a little bit of shredded cheese. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Well, if you're allergic. So. Yeah, I do like feta cheese. Feta cheese is delicious, especially when it's paired with the right, you know, fruits and vegetables. So it's amazing. Still doing okay. Hope everybody had a good weekend. It was the boys and I just really relaxed on Sunday, of course, because we were all a little tired from the 12-hour stream on Saturday, which was a heck of a lot of fun. And thank you to everybody who hung out and chatted with us and caught up on their UFOs or at least were possibly inspired to do their UFOs. How did I get a pink thread? Oh, what? Oops, got a little purple thread back here. I was like, how did the purple get in the green? What just happened? We figure it out. Good morning, James. How are you today? How's the boys? How's the boys, James? How's James and the boys? It's already dark outside and I don't have the tree anymore. Oh, I didn't put the lights on for the past few nights, so I was going to take it down today. So, well, I'd like to make a bag for it. That was my plan because the box is all kaput. It's kaput's kapazzo. The box ain't doing nothing no more except for going to the dump to get recycled. So I gotta make a bag, and I have that pleathery tan material that I've made a few bags out of, and some, you know, baskets and all sorts of things. Dog beds. I've done lots of stuff with that, and I still got lots. So I need to make a tree bag, a couple tree bags, a couple tree bit bags. Put the top, the middle, and the bottom all in 3 separate bags, so I can carry them. I don't, you know. because trying to deal with the tree but by oneself is a pain. Well, thank you, Lindsay. Appreciate that. Yes, but actually a difficult season this year as my mom passed. Yes, I know, Tracy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. It is. It's very sad to lose your parents. I only had the one. Well, I know I obviously got here by two. I understand that. I understand the birds and the bees. But I only have ever had one parent that looked after me and loved me, and so it's, yes. And we lost her on Marcus's birthday in 2020, unfortunately. We're all doing good things. Oh, very well. Good, good. Hello, Lynn. Saw a package of this cross-stitch red trimmed ribbon at Value Village. Oh, you should have grabbed it. It's probably a steal deal. Yes, big hugs to Tracy. There you go. Perfect. Yep, you guys have certainly been my therapy, that's for sure. I mean, you can call me crazy, but it doesn't mean I'm going to listen, so. The, what is it, the Wall of Shame on the So Yeah Brothers stream the other night after our 12 hours. Pop and I went and hung out there. We didn't say much just because it was so busy, so crazy. And that Kenny, oh my goodness, what is it? Yeah, what was his, Mike Kenny, the auctioneer, the announcer. Holy bejeezy, he was so good. He was so entertaining. I loved his reaction to the jelly rolls, the layer cakes, the cinnamon buns, the minky, it was hilarious. We were giggling so much. It was awesome. Yeah. It seemed like they were having such a really good time, and that must have been a huge wall of shame for people not to pick up their packages, because that went on for hours and hours. So I couldn't even keep my eyes open anymore for the D-stash. I was like nodding off in the chair. Pop stayed up for a little bit longer. You are not in focus. Okay. Oh, sorry. Thank you. I gotta look more over to my left. Just look on the big screen. Sorry. Minky, Mikey, Minky, Moki. He was calling all sorts of things. It was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. Hello, Lily's mom. It's Country Gnome Take Me Home panel. What is the email again? Are you cross-stitching? That is when it takes a lot. Yeah, it does take a lot of work. Info, I-N-F-O, at WeSewIt, WESEWIT.ca. You can email it there, and we will get it. I've done cross-stitch for years. Watching you do this is making me want to get up into the attic if I must have. I inherited quite a bit of a box of stuff from Miss Pat, so it has encouraged me to get back into it to an extent that I always want to be doing something now. So it is a beautiful art. I love seeing posts where people have made things from years ago, and they're like snowmans and Santas and you know, snowflakes, and it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. And before we left Ontario, a gentleman had been working on a Christmas stocking, a whole scene and village, went around the whole thing. It was absolutely stunning. And beadwork too, it was gorgeous, for his granddaughter, his first granddaughter. And he did an amazing job on it, and I was turning it into a stocking for him because he didn't know how to do that part of it. And yeah, oh yeah, it turned out amazing. He was so pleased and so happy. Yeah. And just the personalness of it, like whether you're doing a birth announcement, a wedding announcement, you're just, you know, just even saying Merry Christmas or Happy Christmas, or, you know, I think it just means a lot. It just means a lot. I like, especially by personalizing it, right? You put their name on it. And especially, you know, if you have a unique name, it's always nice to get something personalized. You only watched for a few minutes, you had stuff to do? Yeah, you were busy after too. It was big packages too, and they would be like, you know, the value is such and such. I respect them for that, of not going over the value of what it was. But some of those little sewing machines though, OMGs. The price that they went for, I'm sorry, no way. There were people on there that I swear must have won the lottery or something, because they must have had some sort of an endless budget. They were just going, 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 going. I was like, okay, nope. And apparently I missed the one there where they had scissors or something. Pop said it. I was outside with Sophie. I was like, darn it. Apparently Mary Maxim's still available, Lily's mama, and they do US and Canada, so you can always check them out. Allison actually suggested a couple the other day. I think we were talking about it. Must have been on Saturday. We must have been talking about some cross-stitch stuff, because there was a couple other websites that were there. Maybe even try Etsy, and even your local maybe Facebook Marketplace or something like that. You never know, somebody might be cleaning out their stash. My mom does some beautiful cross-stitch pictures even at 84. She's making, well, it's a good thing. It helps with the dexterity too, and if you keep that going up, you will stay, you know, your fingers will be, you know, nimble. My mother had cross-stitched an eagle many, many years ago, and it took her quite some time to do it, and she had multiple offers on it. She went, no. Somebody's actually offered me for Pop's Dragon, and I went, nope, sorry, that's not happening. That will not be happening. That was what I call like the 10-year project, because I kind of worked on it for 2 years, and then I took a break for like 8 years, and then came back to finish it off. It was less than that. It was more like a 6-year project, but still. It was still like, it's like, if you start it, you better finish it. And especially if it's a nice big piece, right? You know, all the time it took to get in there. There's some beautiful landscape scenes. You know, they're like a Bob Ross painting, but all in cross stitch, and especially the little like cottage in the woods, or the garden, the good English, the good classic English garden, and the fence, and the flowers, and it's all beautiful. And especially if there's lots of fantasy out there. Like if you want to make something for someone special who likes unicorns or Pegasus or dragons or wyverns, or, you know, anything unique like that, there's many different ones to get. There's like fairies and, you know, goblins and, you know, you name it. And obviously characters today, go to probably any of the Disney websites, or find, if you were looking for a Disney character, you could probably just type that in. Hello, Zella. How's it going? I do cross stitch as well, but I have too many things to put up on my walls. I think we haven't hung anything on our walls yet, but we've only been in their house for 2 months. I'd like to get the walls painted first. Well, that's it. What would you even take for a cross stitch? Because if you judged it by hours, you're looking at $1,000 just for something small, no matter what, right? You know, like, so how do you put a price on that? You just don't put a price on that. Yeah, there's some really small ones out there that you can do. You can kind of get it all to fit in like a little box, and all of it, your needles and everything else in your little stitchery thing. So, yeah, thank you, Allison. I was trying to think of the ones we were talking about the other day, and I was coming up blank besides Mary Maxim. So thank you very, very, very much. Amazon also had a good selection from all different companies. Oh, excellent. Thank you, Joanne. Is for knitting in your book? Really? Because I always thought they had a bunch of cross-stitch stuff. Getting ready to go to Florida for a couple months. Wow! Nice. Oh, I'm assuming it's nice. Well, it seems lovely. I heard they got a dump of snow. They were like celebrating 75 degrees temperature, and then had snow, and they were building snowmans and stuff. So I was wondering if Lois was building a snowman. And Pat, and see if Pat was building a snowman too. Would you like to build a snowman? I wonder if Mary Maxim Canadian and Mary Maxim US are different, or they carry different items. But I used to love getting the book because it would have all sorts of things I'd like to do. But none of the money to do it with. Yeah, typical problem. Typical problem of everybody. Just going around the holly leaves and the holly berries, just highlighting pretty much what I got stitched. I meant to take this into the house to do it there, but just because I didn't want to be out here all alone. The boys and I had some fun. We were playing a game called Valheim, where we have our little characters and we like run around and collect wood and build a house and sail the seas and take on little baddies and stuff like that. We had a great time. We were playing that for a few hours on Sunday, and a few hours on Monday, because they had the day off in lieu of the Saturday New Year's. I'm sure most people did. So, sorry. And I thought, the schools are in Ontario are in lockdown for like another 2 weeks or something like that. Got all sorts of restrictions going on. 35 here and not much. Every time I try to hand sew, embroider, cross stitch, my hands go numb. Really? I used to have, I broke this hand. I broke this hand in like 7 spots. And if you normally have the mouse that you do the clicker and you move it around, it makes my hand fall asleep. So I have to use one that's got a ball. So I use my thumb is where I flip everything all around and where I get to and then click and click, right? So it's like less movement. So, but I did notice that it would go numb sometimes. So I think I just kept rubbing and massaging the certain sections of where it was, hurting, and it would like kind of bring the circulation back in, but it would only last temporary, and then I'd end up having to do it all over again. So, but yeah, you gotta kind of maybe a different hand position, or maybe getting something that like this is, but it's supported, so you're just using your hands to do this. You're not actually supporting it at the same time as stitching it. So I don't know. I do have a rack, I guess, or a holder. I don't know. It's a big one. The boys made it for me for bigger projects and for hand stitching quilts. So, and it works great for hand stitching quilts. Hello, Geeta. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody today? Hope you had a good weekend. I do get the 2. My small dexterity is pretty bad. It is carpal tunnel that I need surgery for still. Want to try. Make all kinds of things to be adaptable. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, where you can get the relief from the pain is, then go for it and take it, right? We found that with the thumb mouse after, it was like I kept saying, my hand keeps falling asleep. I can't, trying to play a game or play, solitaire or something like that, and oops, there we go. And like, I can't play. My hand keeps falling asleep. Maybe massaging a little muscle relaxant cream or something beforehand, or even during. I don't know. That looks pretty nice. Kind of highlighting that there. It's amazing what that little black stitch all the way around does it, right? Just kind of really makes it pop. And I'm just using 1 thread because I use 2 for the main, so I don't want to use 2 for the back stitching. I just want to use 1. Mostisis? Mostisis? Is that what it's called? I suffered from plantar fasciitis in my foot, more my right foot than my left foot. My right foot would just be like agony. And that's when I discovered, it was actually my mom was actually having a conversation with her brother Bob, and he ran a shoe store in Vancouver, and he said to get Birkenstocks, which they were kind of costly, but and or wood clog shoes, like for a wood clog, like not, you know, not like I was a clogger or anything like that, but they were actually very comfortable shoes. Leather top and wood bottom. So, and both worked for helping with the plantar fasciitis of the foot. So, I draw my arms to my sides and or do arm pins to wake them up. Yeah, or arm spins, not arm pins. Yeah. Yeah, you do. If you get into a rhythm though, and you kind of forget, you gotta, you know, self-care, right? Yeah, help massaging lotion. Yeah, definitely. There's all sorts of little non-smelly gels and like what is it? Voltaren is pretty good. I find that after a while, your body doesn't seem to recognize it though. Yeah, Birkenstock. But you pay for it. Don't buy the non-Birkenstocks. Buy the real Birkenstocks, right? Your feet will know. And they're worth it because it's a good investment in a shoe that's going to last a long time. I think my first pair lasted me like 5 years. And at that point, they were like $100 or $120, and that was like 30 years ago. That was a lot. It was a lot of money for me, but it certainly helped. It was better than the alternative of just suffering with the pain and, you know, possibly having to seek some sort of surgery or whatever. Not that they could do much for it. Yeah, see, that's it, Lindsay. There is surgery option, but they don't give you much, right? It's not much of a hope for it too. Trigger finger surgery, August 30th. My hand is healing, getting better. There you go. There you go. Very nice. So did it just seize up? Does it just, and they just cut the, I don't know, just, it seems like, but we heal. We heal. We're amazing creatures, us humans. Yeah, and I wore those wooden clogs forever. I was dating Pop, and I dropped one, and it hit the ground. I was transferring, like, because I was taking a couple pairs of shoes or something. I don't know where we were going, and the wood cracked on the heel. And I tried so hard to get it fixed and fix it, and it wouldn't, and it just wasn't the same. It just wasn't the same. So I had to get rid of them. Chilly Arizona desert. Whoa, Jackie. Did you ever get your moisture you were hoping for? Does the chill bring the rain? The rain that we had Saturday night turned to snow, but it wasn't much. We just had a dusting come Sunday, and then Sunday it kind of melted a bit, and then yesterday it just kind of snowed, like blew around, just a bit more flurries than anything else. So it ended up just being a little bit more of a dusting, and it was cold enough that it just didn't go anywhere. So rain for 2 days. Oh, good. Good. Hello, Josie. I have just started a cross-stitch project called Colors of Autumn. I usually stitch on 8 to 14 count. That's what this is too. But this time it's 28 count, Ada. It's a little challenging for this new. Oh, that's way smaller. Ooh, oh, I don't know if I would want to. How big is this project? That's super tiny. Are you using like a magnifying glasses or like a stand or something? Because I have a stand. It's actually hanging up behind me here. Hanging up behind me, and it's got a light on it with magnifying, and then another section on it that's magnifying, and it's awesome. It's got a little adjustable head. That's exactly why we bought it like probably 30 years ago, 20 years, 25 years ago. Well, you gave yourself a new challenge, that's for sure. I wish you luck on it. I don't think I've ever done 128. Is there 18? I think there is 18. 18 or 20. And that's when I was like, nope, nope. I like 14. 14's my favorite. But I guess you can take any pattern that was done on a 28 or a 20 or whatever and change it to a 14 and just be bigger in scale, right? And you'd definitely be using more threads. So you'd have to be cautiously aware of that. Sorry if I was out of screen. Now don't hurt. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Well, that's good. At least the pain's gone. At least the pain is gone. I'm making a whole roasted chicken for dinner tonight. We had like ginger beef and egg rolls and rice last night for dinner from like, you know, just the frozen stuff. I obviously made the rice, but for some reason it gave everybody gas in the house. Oh, we all had sore bellies. All had sore bellies last night. I think it was the ginger beef. My first time I am working with 40 count, 2 threads over one on Jobeline. It is a mystery alphabet chart. So, oh, interesting. That's got to be so tiny though. "17 inches by 9 inches. That's a fair size. That's a fair size. Yeah, that's a lot of work in there. Oh, actually, I went to Walmart.ca for groceries because I wanted to, with all the new outbreak of everything happening here. Actually, I'm just going to switch the camera over for a few minutes. Let me switch. Oh, hold on. Ow, ow, ow. Just go one. There we go. So Walmart, I noticed that they had whole chickens for $14 or $15. So I went and ordered 4 of them. So I was like totally stoked. It's from the Tiny Modern. Oh, I'll have to look. I'll have to look at that. It sounds interesting. Yeah. Cheers, everybody. Just water. Hope everybody's having a good week so far. Second day to start. Did most people have yesterday off due to the New Year's falling on the Saturday this year? I would think most people had it off. Are we okay with the main camera for a little bit here? Oh, Mike, how you doing? If I could switch it to Sophie Cam for you, I would, but she's on her bed very comfy. I don't know. What is Sophie's Cam? It must be 4. 3? Oh, it's not even on. So I can't even switch it. Good morning, Bike. How was your adventure? We're just doing some black highlighting or black stitching on these presents. Hello, Sylvia. Good afternoon. Good morning. Oh, she's comfy. She's comfy. We did the last dose for her ear infection, so she's coming along. Now she's off wandering farther and farther than she should be, and she's got all these new smells because there's all sorts of critters and birds and everything else been landing in our back field, and now she's, you know, ooh, check out all these smells. So I've been having to like stand out there and watch her and call her back. She's getting too far. So I'd say, get back here. Where are you going? I don't think I go around. No, I just go around the whole present. Okay. Back to school today. Teachers yesterday. Really? I'm surprised because of the first being on the Saturday. See, most schools were supposed to go back the 5th here, which isn't until no. Today's the 4th. Oh yeah, tomorrow, the Wednesday, which I thought was kind of weird. So why not just push it? But I guess they would have felt like they were off too many weeks or something. I don't know. So it looks like we're about 3 weeks away from possibly getting the underfloor spray foamed. So that'll be nice. That'll be far less propane and energy used to heat this place. So no matter what, it has to be done. It can't not be done. So definitely need to be keeping the heat in and not letting it escape. Here in Derbyshire, UK, ours don't go back till next week. Really? Yeah. It was good, made it over Sunday delivery yesterday morning, got reloaded yesterday afternoon, and made it over the pass back to Nevada last night. Very nice, congratulations. I heard there was so many accidents because of the snow and ice, and I was thinking about you when they were talking about traffic jams here and 15-mile, road backup for. Yeah, it was like, oh yeah. I hope everybody I know is safe and sound and doing okay. The wind's picked up here and it's a little chilly. Like I said, the wind chill is probably about -12 outside, -12 or 13. I went off to get my groceries from Walmart this morning, so ordered them last night. And like I say, you can actually pretty much order anything that Walmart would sell, so in regards to if you needed something else, like say if you needed, socks or a gift for somebody, right? You can get your groceries and your thing. So we tried to do Sobeys, which is a grocery store chain up here. It's called Voila for delivery. Used to do that in Ontario, but yeah, they don't do that here, which is really sad. You can go and pick it up, and I'm like, well, I'm already registered with Walmart. I might as well just do it, unless I need different things. So I guess I could be registered with both and then do 2 different pickups. Well, that's it too. I remember Munchkin. Is Munchkin popping up? Yeah, I was driving, and we were living down in Philadelphia, just outside of Philadelphia at the time, in a little place called Harleysville, Pennsylvania. And we were heading up to Ontario, Toronto, Grand Valley sort of area for Christmas, right? And we're in the state of New York, and it's after the curve, like you could pretty much coming straight north for a while, and then all of a sudden you're turning west to go, across the state of New York, and then up and into like Niagara and so on and so forth, Buffalo and stuff. And just after we turned, all of a sudden, like it was snowing, but it just got to like, you couldn't see nothing. I could barely even see the vehicle in front of me. And we were in a big Durango at the time, like I think it was a year 2000. 1999 or 2000 Durango at the time. Big, brand new, beautiful vehicle. Had German Shepherd, Munchkin. Munchkin would have been 4.5, maybe almost 5, I guess, because he's a 96 baby. So I'm, somewhere in there. And it got so bad, we were crawling. Normally this drive would have taken us 8 hours from door to door. From our door in Pennsylvania to Grandma's door in Brampton was 8 hours, and then it was like another couple hours to get to the farm from there. And we'd go pretty fast, and then all of a sudden it would just stop completely. All you had was just taillights, and you just waited. You didn't move anything, and then people would start going again, and then taillights. But it was that was an 8-hour stint itself, just getting from one section to another. So that was a huge, long travel day that day. I think I was up for 22 hours by the time we got to our destination. It was, yeah. And thank goodness, before we hit the turn off, we filled up on gas. So we were full, we had full tank, and like it was a big truck to have so it was crazy. I'd never seen such snow or driven in such snow, and I was so scared, and I knew nobody else could do any better. Like, there's no point in trying to get Kenton to drive when, I need to drive, right? Like it's, so I don't even, maybe Kent wasn't there. Maybe he was coming up or flying up or something. I'm not sure. But it was a scary time. Our Dobie Duke has 3-leg hopping around. Oh, took him to the vet before we left yesterday. He broke a toe. Oh no! Had trauma and broke the tip of his toe. Oh, owie, owie, owie. I wonder how the pouncing probably. Pouncing. I've seen Sophie snap a nail, like here. Or it's fractured, and I've actually there was one that I thought it was going to really, really hurt her, so I crazy glued it. So that gave it time to grow a little bit, and then we could clip it. So I'm sorry to hear that, Allison. It's not. It's so bad when they're puppers, right? Punko Mountains and the lake effect. So it was disaster, Mike. I don't think I'd ever been so scared in my life for driving. I just wanted to pull over, but then like half the people who were pulling over anyways, and you know, because that's what they were like. It was just it was really bad. Yeah, and you feel so bad for them. Morning, Susan. How are you? Morning, Mary. Or good afternoon. Talking about weathers and dealing with weather storms while you're on the road. You know, and think we were prepared for a long trip. So like we had water, we had food, we had, you know, because you don't travel lightly when you know you got a dog and a kid and everything else, and you're coming up for Christmas and you're bringing things and you're supposed to be a surprise. So I'd made chocolate cake. I'd made chocolate cake for sure. It was definite. Do you want me to go back to the cross stitch camera? Because that's just more of the focus on what I got in my hands. But that's up to you guys. Hello, Simone. Welcome. Yeah, that's it, right? Getting into the pack. And then stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. It's like, will it ever end? Thank you. Glad you moved when you decided for the weather. Yeah, especially for Ontario. So, that pretty? We're working on it. It's looking good. It's going to be this when I get it finished. So that's just this part up here. Is this? I'm Brazilian. Well, welcome to the chat. Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to, we moved in the winter once and I will never do that again. Moved at the middle of January. That was like the stupidest thing to do, let me tell you. Do you always use roll bars or hoop when you cross stitch? It's whatever I have on hand. This one is just, it's my more convenient one. I have a bigger hoop. But sometimes I just find that it's like, I like this one. The scroll's my favorite. The scroll frame. So I knew what you meant. I figured you were meaning scroll. So no worries. But there's certainly ones that are specific for projects, right? So I think I found with my bigger projects, I didn't like the indentation of where I had already put the threads when you put the circle. So I think that's why I went to a scroll frame to do Pop's, when I did Pop's Dragon. So. Taking the day off. Oh, you love patchwork too? Oh, good. Taking the day off today and debating on whether I should do the things I need to do or do I say it can wait for a few days and put it off. Well, there is that saying, why put off today or why put off till tomorrow what you can get done today? I was trying to think of the saying there for a second. I was like, wait a second, back this boat up. This boat is not floating correctly. We've got some problems here. Maybe if you got a few things to do, get some done today and some done tomorrow. And that way you don't, or in a few days, sorry. But you gotta take time for you too. So set at least a few hours for yourself. Dinner started chicken ham and leek pie. Catch you later. Ooh, yummy. You betcha, Miss Sylvia. Big hugs to you. Have a great evening. Happy Tuesday to you. It's windy here in Kansas. Just going around the bow right now. Oh, no worries, Miss Pat. Laundry has to get done for sure. I hear ya. I know you can't run around with no pants on. Well, you could, but you'd just be cold. Happy you were here, Miss Pat. I hope you had a great weekend. All right, now we got to go up in between the bow a little bit to give it some definition of the tying of the bow. So let's go down here where we need to and then come up between the two different reds. Okay. So let's try and give some definition to this bow. Good morning, Miss Kathy. Milton, Ontario. Hope everyone is doing good. Sunny but cold here. It's, oh, wow. I was just going to say, it's nice. It's literally, it's whiteout conditions out that window. That is so funny. Hold on, let me see if I can. Oh, man. You can't see much back there either. The trees. I'll move this box. See if I can. Hold on, I'm going to see if I can turn the main camera so you can see out the window. So forgive me, I don't want to make anybody sick. Sophie. No. Can I zoom in or out with this thing? No, I don't think so. But that literally is whiteout conditions out that window. Wow. All right, moving back. Yeah, I know. I got lots of work still to do. Doing the best I can, man. Doing the best I can. Yeah, you can't see nothing. Want some snow? Want some bags into laundry for New Year's Santa Day? There you go. Very nice. Oh, right. Why the sick puppy though? The Walmart here closed on Saturday. Well, it was New Year's though. 150 employees tested positive for COVID. Hello, Robin. Big hugs to you. Thank you. Wowie. Poor sick puppy too, and all that you have to deal with there, Pat. Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, the numbers have just gone through the roof. Unbelievable. Pop and I are changing our licenses and car registration and stuff over on Friday. We're not thrilled, but we got it. We know we got to do it, so we're going to be as diligent and as possible on making sure we're not playing any games. We're taking things serious because we don't want to get sick. No, sick puppers are not cool. Especially when you don't know what's upset their tummy. That's the worst part because then you can't help them. Seen a storm following the eastern seaboard, so keep an eye on the weather, please. Ay. Okay, will do. Well, it's certainly something certainly hit here right now. It is snowing like crazy. It was clear. Yeah, we have hand sanitizer for the car, and for the house, obviously. So. And I went and picked up groceries this morning from Walmart. I ordered and called and popped the trunk. You put them in the trunk and then, or in the back of the car anyways. And then I took them from there into the house, sanitized my hands. So. Our stores are closed for the next 3 days. Oh, 3 Sundays. Oh, wow. Yeah, they said they went into some serious shutdowns for Ontario too there, Miss Kathy. What do you guys, are you guys, everything kaputs out or what? I know, but I try to reduce where I go and who I talk to and things I touch and everything else like that. So I'm trying to do the best that I can for me and my family to stay safe and not get sick. And you know, I don't want to bring anything home. You know, with Pop with his diabetes, we can't you know, can't do anything like that. And there's lots of people that have something else going on in their family or somebody else who's, you know, poor of health or, you know, we just got to do what we can, do the best we can. Oklahoma City is the place to be. Or is it Oklahoma? Oklahoma is the place to be. Where's that from? I feel like it should be chang 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 with the doo 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 doo. Every time I handle any delivery, can't afford for my day. Well, that's it. That's what I mean. Like, you know, people with elderly family members that just there's no chance. You know, I wouldn't have wanted anything to, you know, happen to my mom either, right? You know, with my sister and nieces going in back and forth to visiting her when she was in the home. So that would have been just crazy. Oh, Pat. Yeah, no kidding. Yep. Hope you have a shovel in the quilt shop to shovel your way back. I just might. Turn to school delays, retail reducing. Okay, just the usual. I think I'm very careful, mask up and sanitize, but I went to 2 grocery stores before New Year's and got a horrible cold. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I tried to order whatever I could, and then because Munchkin hadn't been out of the house for a very, 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 very long time, the stuff just before Christmas and stuff just before New Year's, he zipped out to go get. But he said he was very careful. So. Good morning, Penny. Challenging times for the first few days of this year. I hope everyone is doing as well as can be expected. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Penny. Big hugs. Sending positive thoughts your way. I'm sorry. Here's hoping it can only get better. Hello, Barb. Welcome, welcome. Welcome from Texas. It's interesting how some, you know, obviously our provinces up here have their own policies and what they want to do. We had a, you know, an announcement yesterday for Nova Scotia, and then that, where again will be tomorrow will be another announcement to see what, you know, if things need to change. So, right. Oh, Kelly, crafts and quilts. I was showering and cleaning the bathroom. It's just before 9 a.m. Well, there you go. Look at you, eager beaver. When our sister-in-law was super ill with cough and cold, finally took a C test and turned out invalid. What? We went back for a quick test and came out negative. Ooh, thank goodness. Invalid. Jeepers creepers. Hello, Angela. Oh, sorry. I can. There we go. And it's this part that I've stitched for this so far. Okay. Do you want me to turn it back to the overhead? I don't mind if you got. It doesn't matter to me. You know, some people prefer the. the me sitting in there so I can chat with you guys. Branda's getting over a respiratory infection. Oh no, oh no. Hello, Sherry from West Virginia. It is super cute, isn't it? I'm not going out except to see Joe Marie, but besides that, groceries every 2 weeks and staying home. Yep, yeah. And even that, I've just order and drive up and say, hey, I'm here, and pop the trunk. So. I don't mind shopping that way, you know, and it gives me a chance to say, hey guys, do you want anything or whatever, or come across, you know, different things I wouldn't have tried before because I'm so used to just going and getting this, and this, you know. So I don't know, I kind of like the online shopping. Takes a little longer, but I think because you can peruse things instead of just trying to push your way through down the aisle super fast, right? So. I scored on like this huge bag of rice, like it's as big as my whole frame here, all full. I don't even know how many kilos it was. I must have just didn't read what weight it was. I just bag of rice for like $3 and some odd cents. I'm perfect. That was a steal deal, man. Are you kidding? How many meals I can make out of that? That's a lot for $3.50. I will take that and be happy. Definitely. Might even make some rice pudding for me. Pop doesn't like rice pudding. It was so funny. The whole time he was growing up, his Grandma Rose, every time he would come over for a visit, especially when we lived in the States and come up for visits all the time because we could, she would make rice pudding. She swore up and down that it was his favorite. It was never his favorite. It became one of my favorites because every time we went there, she was serving it. And I was like, I'll eat it. You know, I like rice pudding. Nope. Apparently it was his mom's favorite, but never his favorite. So, but that's okay. It never went to waste. Snow again. Yeah, we got some. I literally cannot see out that back window. It is so snowy right now. Like, absolutely. It is like white out. I can't even see, like, I can barely see the tips of the trees back there. Got lots of hold on, got lots to do. Starting new quilt, mainly applique. It called green tea and sweet beans. Oh, that sounds adorable. That sounds totally adorable. You were pop on the rice pudding? Yeah, you don't like it either? I didn't even know it existed. Like, my mom had never made rice pudding, so I didn't even know it was a thing. And I swear it, because I tried to do it once or twice. It's the pot it's cooked in that I think makes it taste so good or gives it that special flavor. I don't know what it is, or it was just the love that she did, but I never ever got it to taste the way that she did. So I kind of just gave up. I haven't made rice pudding in probably about 10, 20, 12 years. You're sick of winter already? It's just starting? What? Whoa. It just started. I didn't quite want to leave the house this morning with it being, you know, minus 15 outside with the wind chill, but I braved it. Blowing snow. It wasn't really sticking. It wasn't too heavy, but now it certainly is. Like, oh, big flakes too. Could totally see the big flakes. The silly thing is I wore my slippers out here. Whoops. Maybe not the brightest idea I had today, but it is what it is. I don't recall ever having rice pudding in my life. It must be an Ontario thing, Kelly, or over this way, or depends on where you grow up, you know. So, or who your families are and what they grow up with, but yeah. I know. What was I thinking? I was thinking I wanted something comfy on my feet while I was hanging out here, not realizing we were in for like a snowstorm. And I was even looking at the forecast this morning too, so I don't know how I missed that. Yeah, at least I'm comfortable. Exactly. It's warm in here, and I can make it warmer if I want to. So. Today is iffy right now. The sun is out mostly. We have blue sky. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Hello, Lisa. Lisa. For me to be on weekday to watch. What? Great. Great. I hope it's great. Rare. Oh, okay. That's what I was trying to. Where are we going with this, Lisa? Lisa. But 40 centimeters forecasted for overnight Wednesday. Whoa, whoa, wowie, wowie. I love rice pudding and the raisins and baked apples. Oh, I don't know if we've ever had it with baked apples in there. Pop can piggyback you to the house. Yeah, you'd have to come get me for sure. Definitely. It's okay, I'll learn. Not sure about rice pudding, but I do like some tapioca pudding. Honestly, I don't like tapioca pudding, but I like rice pudding. The best pudding is a chocolate pudding. Oh, Catwell, did I miss you coming in? I must have. Oh, there she is. Hello, Catwell. How you doing? Hello, Catwell. My mom always made rice pudding. I would never even try. Really? You wouldn't even try it? Like, oh, you don't like tapioca either? It's not my favorite. I tried it. I don't like tofu either. Tofu in all varieties. Do not like it. Do not like the flavor. Do not like the texture. Do not like tofu. Nope, nope, nada, nada. Been there, done it, tried it all. On a weekend during your marathon and commented how much he liked your blue quilt. Maybe I'll make him one now. Oh, very nice, Lisa. Lisa, it turned out really nice. It's kind of hard when you kind of jot some things down at the beginning of the year of shapes that you want to accomplish for that month, and people to progress in their sewing skills and learn something new and be comfortable with, doing something that's familiar. Oh, we did this a little while ago. Okay, I get it. I'm comfortable with that, sort of thing. So it turned out really nice. I was very pleased with it. Be happy when I get it finished and then it can go on one of the retreat beds. Chocolate pudding pie, yummy. Yeah, I know, right? With like a whipped cream frosting and a graham cracker crust. Frog spawn at school. That's why I can't even look at that. The bubble tea stuff that was so popular. Oh yeah, travel case was in Nomi's bag. It's actually right here. Hold on, James. And it was full of the stuff. So I thought you'd seen it on my desk since we've been in here. It is. And I filled her. See? I filled her up, buddy. And thank you again for that. It's beautiful. What about flan? I'm not a big fan of custards. I don't know why. I'm really weird. So flan's like a custard, right? Yeah. I like a good bread pudding too. Yep. Creme brulee. See, I don't know. I've had it. I don't know. It's kind of like a take or a leaver, It's like, do I want it? Am I in the mood for it? I'd say my favorite pie would be, I don't know, strawberry rhubarb would have to be one of my favorite pies. But it has to be like equal portions of strawberry and rhubarb, because that's what gives it almost the sweet and sour, the sweetness of the strawberries and the sour of the rhubarb. And just enough little chunky bits so you can tell what's what. Is it Twinkie? Hello, Miss Bernadette. Big hugs to you. How was Ireland today? Oh, made for anniversary. How nice. Yeah, we always talk about food. Food's part of life. Cross-stitching, quilting, food. What else is there? Oh yeah, laundry. But we don't want to talk about laundry. Yeah, and it's okay. You can like the weird stuff. I never liked cheesecake, but this last year I had to make one because I craved it. Love it now. Really? See, and I was the other day, you know, alfaghettis or like zoodles or whatever, the little pastas in the tomato sauce in the can. I haven't had that since Munchkin was little, and it would be like more to like lick the spoon after, you know, whatever, right? And I had such a craving for it, and I'm like, where is this coming from? I don't even like them, but I wanted that tomatoey, I don't know what the heck flavor it was, but yeah, I was craving it. It was weird. I'm like, where is this coming from? I've always liked cheesecake, but it's got to be like a plain cheesecake with like a sauce, you know, on top. I don't like those, and I don't like chocolate cheesecake. For some reason, I just don't like it. I don't know, it's just not for me. I've tried the caramel one, I've tried the, you know, this one and that one, the Oreo cookie one, the, you know, all the goodies. But no, just plain old cheesecake, and then if I want something on top of it, I will. Well, see, you gotta crave it, right? It's that flavor, right, Allison? I don't know. I was like, where is this coming from? I feel so weird that I want this. I want a can of Alfaghettis or Alfios or whatever. Oh, looks like it lightened up on the snow. I can actually see the backfield. So it won't be knee deep. I won't be knee deep, thank goodness. My daughter never liked cheesecake until she was a teenager. Then a few years later in college, she found out she was lactose. Oh no! So just when she thought she was getting to love it. Lemon pie. Yeah. Only like two kinds of pie, hot and cold. Oh, that's hey, never turn down a pie. Yeah, definitely. Hey, there's something to be said for a chicken pot pie or a turkey pot pie or a beef pot pie. Oh, for sure. Or cottage pie or a shepherd's pie. Just because it says pie, does it actually classify as a pie? You know, because it doesn't have a crust? Or does a pie have to have a crust? Ba-dum-bum. Is some of the best. Yes, cheesecake is some of the best, definitely. Yeah, Pop wasn't a big fan of cheesecake, and then it was one year we went to a restaurant with Grace. She's one of the moderators from our channel, but she hasn't been around for a long time. And he ordered an Oreo cheesecake, and he said that was the best thing he'd ever eaten. And I tried to kind of recreate it, and it was a total fail boat. So it's like, yeah, well, can't say I didn't try. I pray there is warm fruit pie a la mode in heaven. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of eggnog either, so. I'm supposed to go to Vegas. Yes, that's right. Both Kelly and I celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary in 2020. Coming up on 27 this year. Like, my goodness, where does the time fly? Banana pudding ice cream right now. I'm not a big fan of it. I like bananas, just plain bananas. Same with watermelon, just plain watermelon. That's, you know, I absolutely hate water chestnuts. Is that actually a nut? I honestly don't know. Makes her own topping. Own topping for what, Lisa? Lemon zest, vanilla. I like canned cherry pie. Ooh, there we go. Canned cherry pie. Cherry pies, yeah, it's got to be. That's a good pie too. That's definitely a good pie. But I'd say my favorite would be strawberry rhubarb. Yeah, no kidding, Kelly. If I didn't have almost 26-year-old Marcus turning 26 in March, I would not think I would be married 27 years, let me tell you that. Surprise! Where the heck did that go? Ice cream is your kryptonite? That's Pop's. His chocolate ice cream's his kryptonite, man. Amen to that, sister. Can I get amen? It's the round, crunchy things they put in Chinese food. I think it's a vegetable, though, isn't it? It's not actually a nut. Yeah, I think it, I wonder, somebody Google it. Remember we used to go find it in the dictionary or the encyclopedia. Now it's Google it. Go Google it. What is go Google it? Did you finish your lemon? No. It's still in the fridge. Yep, or yeah, I didn't think it was a nut because I'm like, I think I can have those. I think I've eaten those. And I can't have nuts, so. Well, maybe I didn't know that they were called water chestnuts. Maybe that's it. Yeah, it's got to be a root. I thought it was a root. Or at least a vegetable of some sort. A vegetable. Hello, Kathy. Happy Tuesday, first day back at work after a week off. I bet you it went by so fast. So fast. No, I think Munchkins had a little bit more of the limoncello, but it's in the fridge. It's hanging out there. Yeah, it's the little white vegetable looking thing, right? Hello, Annie. Oh, what a nice surprise to see you. Wow, nice to surprise to see you too. So we're surprising each other today. Did you see Miss Helly's picture with baby Bastion? Oh my gosh, can you just like feel the love in that photo? Just love it. Greetings from LA, starting the year with COVID. Oh no, Claudia. Oh no, sorry to hear that. Speedy recovery. Hope you feel better. If they won't leave them out of the dish, I won't. Oh, there you go. Is it just because you don't like the taste of them? Or is it just the texture, or... Am I supposed to go around those beads? Just around them. Not... Yeah. I know, right? Just got me right here. It got me right here, Annie-o. I know, so perfect and so widow and everything. He's just so tiny and cute. I just want to hug him. I'm like, I know you don't know who I am, but I just love you. You're so cute. I know, right, Allison? So perfect. Yeah, she gave me all the details for embroidering his birth announcement, so I'm so excited I'll get on that and get that done. So, oops, there we go. I was diagnosed New Year's Eve with COVID, and I had my 5-year-old grandson in the meantime. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, at least you're there. At least you're there for her. And that's what you can do, and that's the best thing she needs right now. So does he. He needs that too, right? Tasting the texture of them, I can't do them. I hear you. I hear you. Hold on. I need a Kleenex. Oh. Yikes. Yikes. It's gone crazy. Those numbers have just jumped so much. Like, seriously. All right, you take care, Mr. James. Have fun. I had it Christmas time. Had it at Christmas, so I stayed away. Yeah, well, you gotta, and unfortunately, it's for the safety of all, right? You gotta think of not just them, but everybody else involved too. And it's hard to be that selfish sometimes, right? You know, when you just want to go and have some fun with the family. COVID parties for the kids, so wired. Oh, weird. Oh, that's, yeah, I don't get it. It's not like the measles, people. Like, come on now. Or chicken pox, not the measles. Sorry, that's not, I meant chicken pox. Where, you know, where you get all the babies together because you get them all chicken pox at the same time. Yeah. Take care, Jackie. Big hugs to you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Aquatic vegetable grows underwater. Oh, thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that information. Grows underwater. Interesting. That I did not know. I learned something new today. Stitching around the holly and then the present. Well, we need to get the holly highlight. Yeah, we do. We got to go highlight around the holly on the present. So, water chestnuts are horrible. Yeah, well, you and Mike are in the same boat. I don't think Munchkin likes them either, to tell you the truth. I think there's usually one of the things left on the plate. So, my poor kid had chicken pox 3 times. I say it's incredibly rare, but she has no immunity despite being vaccinated with having booster shots. Wow, that's crazy. anti water chestnut t-shirts for the both of you. Send me your sizes and color favorites. I'll make it happen. Yeah, exactly right, Lily's mama. I'll take them. I used to say that for my sister with the mushrooms. I loved mushrooms, and she liked onions, and I didn't like onions for the longest time growing up. So I'd give her my onions, and I'd get her mushrooms, so that, you know, we were at least friendly there. At least Elizabeth and I were friendly on that department, you know, between the mushrooms and the onions. The Brussels sprouts we made for Christmas Day dinner, they gave us horrible gas. Oh my gosh, I was burping Brussels sprouts, and we were tooting Brussels sprouts. I was like, maybe no Brussels sprouts for a while, man. Wow, that was rough. That was some serious roughage. Like his beets. Oh, I love beets. Pickled beets, cooked beets, boiled beets, any kind of beet. I drop a beet. Loathe, she says. I can just see her even at the keyboard. I'm just barely typing the words out. Loathe. I love it. Well, if they're done right, April, they're fantastic, right? And, yeah, they gave us. I put them in the oven with broccoli and whatever. I don't know, whatever else we had, but it was they were good together. But it just gave us really bad gas. Friend with juvenile arthritis, his meds made him susceptible. Oh no! Yikes. Yeah, most kids don't. It's an acquired taste, I think. My eldest first preschool teacher, Miss, I don't want to say the name just because, you know, suffered the chicken pox for the 2nd time, and it was rough on her. Oh, I bet. See, he's compromising on the vegetables. Mike has, you know, he's like yes and no. Oh yeah, definitely the bacon too. We've had it done that way too. That's been really good. With bacon, it doesn't help. It's just like, you're not helping it. Mushrooms? Oh, I love mushrooms. I love mushrooms. My favorite is, I know this is going to sound weird, but the canned whole mushrooms. Pan fry those up with a little bit of butter. OMG. Call me cheap date. Them's be good. Them's be good. It doesn't help. Bacon ain't helping them Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. I have them growing in my garden. Pick a portion at least once a week. Maybe if we had them more, it wouldn't be so hard on our innards. But man, all mushrooms are delicious. There's so many kinds of mushrooms, though. Like you could get a book and be overwhelmed with the amount of mushrooms and the beneficial attributes of them as well, right? So I think the trick is boiling the sprout a few minutes extra time, and then what you did for the Brussels sprouts, I'd rather overboil those suckers than that. Yeah, maybe that's they just didn't get. I know they were cooked enough, but yo-yo crafter, what? Hi everyone. What did I miss? I just collected a new sewing machine. Oh, lovely. Bats in their mushrooms and Brussels sprouts are the worst. They're gross. Radishes and beets on occasion. Love the okra, especially pickle. Never had okra in my life. I couldn't. I kind of, to me, it looks like a weird pickle pepper, but I've never had okra. I think I might have had it in a gumbo, but I don't know because I don't know. I don't know if I had it. That's what I mean. Like I've never actually like eaten it to know what it was. So I had to write 20-page paper on mushrooms when I was in culinary school. Oh my goodness. Was that the title of the page? All mushrooms are delicious. There's just so many benefits. I mean, the turkey tail, the lion's mane, the puff, there's so many to know and to learn from, right? And the benefits from each one, because it's like a drugstore, right? So fried okra is slimy snails. Okay. That's a negative on the okra for Pat, and mushrooms and Brussels sprouts. Pat's just having French fries and fish when she comes to visit. And steak. We canned 12 quarts of pickled beets from the garden and 100 jars of dill pickles. Wow. See, I love pickled beets. They're my favorite. We showed you in the Home and Hearth channel. Uh-oh. No, Lily's mom, I don't believe you because of your smart mouth. Can get slimy? I heard that too. Tiger head emerging out of water for my mom a few Christmases ago. Oh, that must have been beautiful, Yo-Yo. Oh, wow. You don't anything, so you don't like Jell-O, gelatinous. So what else is Jell-O texture? You don't particularly like French fries? Mike, you haven't had my French fries. Is it just like the fried potatoes you don't like, or is it just the way that they're done? Yeah, there we go. Gravy when it's cold. I was trying to think of what else. Cranberry sauce is kind of gelatinous, I guess, depending on how you make it. Not my cranberry sauce that I make. Ketchup, is that gelatinous? That's what I was trying to think of, dips and sauces that may be considered gelatinous, but I can't really think of anything. It's just a sauce, but does Kelly think that's a sauce? Like, I don't know. We'd have to learn from Kelly and what she considers gelatinous, besides Jell-O and cold gravy. Waffle fries are the best. You got the little texture, get the crispiness, but you still get the potatoey, softness in the center. Yeah, I could go for that. French fries, for some reason, steak fries are okay. Tater tots are great though. Yeah, see, Pop likes a good steak fry. He likes nice, good, thick, potato-y kind of fry. Yeah, definitely. See, and I'm like thin and crispy. Almost hickory sticks. Actually, there was one night Munchkin was on fry duty, and he made them so thin they were like hickory sticks. I was like, that's some pretty thin French fries there, buddy. Tater tot. Yeah, Pop does not like tater tots. I'm trying to think. I know I've had like a tater tot Mexican themed sort of casserole thing. I don't know. I know there was ground beef, tomato, cheese, and everything, and sour cream and all that sort of good stuff. That was all involved. No peppers. I knew that. And I like that, but Pop didn't like tater tots, so I just don't buy them. Crispy crowns are okay? What's crispy crowns? I have a question, quilting related. Cut 2.5-inch strips for the rail fence. Stitch the 3 strips together, but it doesn't come out a 6.5 or even 6 3/4. More like 6 1/8. Are your seam allowances all consistent on your machine? It should come out to pretty close. Crispy crowns are a thinner tater tot? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Aspect is with shrimp and butter lettuce. I don't think I've ever had that. I think I've seen it on buffet tables, though, now that you're thinking about it. A short, small tater tot. Well, that would be tasty. I'd like those. I think I'd like those. I was thinking about making some homemade French fries to go with the chicken tonight. So, homemade French fries. I'm just saying, I did not have to clean up the kitchen after Saturday's cooking and oil mess disaster going on in the kitchen there. That was not on my list. I did not do it. Yes, I have a 1/4-inch guide. I wonder why then it's not coming out the way. Maybe the 2.5-inch strips are not actually 2.5-inch strips. Poutine's good. Yeah. I was trying to figure out why you were pouting, Mike. I was like, uh-oh, who said what? Who do I got to ban? Yeah, I was literally just going to say that, Lily's mama. Maybe go on the other side of that thread stitch that you were thinking about for the 1/4-inch. Maybe go on the other side of that and give it a scant. Yeah, scant 1/4-inch, yeah. Until you get that 6.5. But you gotta go that happy medium in between, because you can't have not enough of material to sew with, right? So sometimes those 2.5-inch pre-bought strips are not 2.5. And that can be extremely frustrating when you're doing a project like this, like the beautiful rail fence, when those things are pretty much, you need to. I guess if the worst came to worst, you trim your block to, 6 1/8, or keep it at 6, and then you just end up losing a few inches across your whole project because of that. So yeah, great advice, ladies. Thank you. Ketchup-ishy gelatin served with shrimp on the. Oh, you serve it on. Okay, it's not like this gelatin combobulation on a buffet bar. Yeah, but sometimes they're not. Like, I've gotten purchased jelly rolls, and they have not been in 2.5. There's no way, and I've measured it. It's been more like 2 1/8. So whether the cutter was getting dull that day and ended up shaving off an 1/8, so. Well, always make sure your piece is 2.5 to start off with. And if you have to adjust your seam allowance to either a little bit more or a little bit less, then at least you have that option. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to seam rip that other one out. Sing the song, you'll do okay. Cocktail sauce should be banned also. Use a ruler and double check that your guide is actually 1/4 of an inch. Sometimes it's off a smidge. Yeah, and even that smidge just throws you completely off your whole project, doesn't it, Joanne? It's amazing how one little bit, and then you're like, get your face on. Rawr, rawr. Yeah, exactly. If the 2.5 is part of the pinking cut too, so, right? If it's pinking cut. That's true, Lynn. Sometimes I've had them at 2 3/4 as well, and end up like, what the heck? And I'm at every block I had to trim. Hello, Sue Smith. Been sewing and listening. Well, thank you for hanging out with us. Yeah, that's exactly what we were just saying there, Mary. Yeah, is the pinking edge, right? You got to count that too. Which can be very frustrating, right? That's okay. We can sing the song with you, Yo-Yo. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Seam ripper, you're my best friend. Seam ripper, right to the no, don't cut them yourself. Right to the very end. Oh, you cut them yourself. Oh, okay. Sorry. I gotcha. Seam ripper, you're my best friend. Seam ripper, right to the very end. Okay, so it wasn't a jelly roll or anything like that, or pre-cut. Okay. Yeah, definitely be checking your ruler spacing or your needle drop for where it is on your machine. And maybe use a scant. And especially sometimes even if you're using a thicker thread. Strangely enough, you wouldn't think so, but overall, even a thicker thread will change it, right? So with a rail fence block, as long as you're consistent, then it's okay. Some are measured in the valley as the 2.5, and I also cut a lot of my own. Hello, Miss Connie. Hello, how is everyone's day going? Mine is not what I wanted to do. I am cleaning my oven. Oh, uh-oh, what happened? I'll keep singing for an hour or two. Just put me on repeat. I just ripped apart my whole fall frolic. Oh no, I was gonna ask you how that was going today, Pat. That's so weird that you've got to rip it all apart. Yeah, and you want those sashings to line up, and it can be extremely frustrating. Very frustrating. I think that's when I was remember the scrappy blue one that I did with the, was it the parallelograms? No, the diamonds, the diamond cuts. And to make sure that each row of those diamonds as they were trying to point in was even with each other with that little sashing in between. I was gonna go crazy. I literally thought I was gonna go crazy trying to pin those things together. I had to make some marks so I was lining up certain points and then just kind of filled in the rest and hoped it looked good. Because even one off little bit was gonna set the whole quilt off, right? So. Yeah, good questions to ask there, Mike. Is their cutting correct? Is the ruler correct? If she gets a 6-inch strip, then cut 6-inch blocks. Well, you could square it up to that for sure. Ann M says if it's a thicker fabric, blah, that can make a difference. Yeah, you're right. Good point there, Ann, or Annie, Ann. Good morning, Cindy, or good afternoon. Sorry, from Portland, Oregon. Maybe not. It will, Pat. You can do it. You can do it. That was a beautiful project by Pat Sloan. So just take your time. Just take your time. Sing the song. How's the weather in Portland, Oregon today, Miss Cindy Wall? Ann. Okay, good. Okay. Well, my middle name is Ann, but it's not with an E, so I always get, I don't know whether, but I had an Auntie Annie that was like A-N-N-E, not I-E. So I always ask people if they prefer Ann or Annie, because I don't really know. So, but Annie O, I just call her Annie O because she's Annie O. and she's adorable. And she's got the most cute horse. She's got a cute horse. I'd love to pet the horse one day. Maybe one day. Going to get your seam ripper. You can do it, Yo-Yo. You can do it. I bought 4 spools of cotton cuts, 50 weight thread, and can't use it. So much thicker than Aurifil. Besides not liking it myself, my machine. I bet it might be too thick and it gets jammed up in there too. You're within it, yeah, okay. I always say, call me, Laura Lynn, call me LL, call me Looper, call me Lowly. Just don't call me late for dinner. Don't ever call me late for dinner. I'm hungry. Oh, it's all ripped out. You just may or may not put it together. Oh. It's just that frustrating part of getting things all lined up. Just put it away for a little bit. It can be on your UFO list. And it's all right. It's your project. Maybe when things kind of clear up, you can invite a friend over to maybe have a cup of tea and a snack and put it all back together again. Someone else's couple of hands, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of snow everywhere else. Yeah, we had like a whiteout for like 10 minutes or something, 10, 15 minutes here, so. Mm-hmm. I refuse to learn the seam ripper song, so I don't have to use the seam ripper. Well, they kind of go hand in hand, Mike. Just saying. They kind of go hand in hand. Hello, Miss Claudette. How's California today? My Kaylin would call Katie Sue as her middle name is Suzanne. Aw, Katie Sue. I like that, Katie Sue. I like 2 names. I didn't at first, but I do now. Your middle name is Ann, the E is silent. See, that's what I mean. Sometimes people spell it different, right? Just never know. I received 2 of Laura Hinney's collage quilt patterns and a layer cake for Christmas from my daughter. Big plans for you, Linda Lindsay. We're going to do a couple collages this year. I'm very excited to. I've never done one before. Gutermann's a good thread. Yeah. Good. I usually use Gutermann. And the name starts with G. Oh, you thought it might have been Gutermann. I don't think that would be the one, but. Yeah, it would be Laura Lynn Ann, Then I knew I was in trouble. Laura Lynn is my first name. So lots of people think Laura and then Lynn, but no, Laura Lynn is my first name. Ann is my middle. Gutermann thread, it has to be one of my favorite threads to use, so for sure. Especially for everyday sewing, everyday domestic sewing. Just accomplishing the tasks from curtains to hem and pants to, making quilts. Gutermann to me is the best. But yeah, see, mine does too. Mine does too. And machines are picky. Machines are thread snobs. Oh, thank you, Mary. Appreciate that. I always thought she was weird. I'm like, why did you give me this weird name? Like, why? Took me forever to learn how to spell. So many letters. And then with a hyphen in the center. Like, how am I supposed to remember that? Well, clearly I did. But as a kid, I was frustrated. It's cotton. It is a cotton, Mike, the Gutermann. Or the one, yeah, Gutermanns are cotton. Sue Ann is your, no middle name? It always makes me wonder why people don't have a middle name. You know, it's to each their own, but, you know, I don't know, I like a middle name. Oh, what did I miss? I'm not sure that I want to continue this year as hubby was in a car accident, icy roads, and he gets hit by a police car. Oh, I'm so sorry, Deborah. Oh my goodness. Big hugs to you. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Also like Superior Threads Bottom Line. I'm not sure if I've used that one. I didn't realize Gutermann came in polyester too. Genziana? That's interesting. I'm sorry, I'm just keep going back to Deborah here. I'm so sorry, honey. Wish I could hug you right now. We're all gonna send thoughts and prayers your way. Keep you strong. Oh, wow. Yeah, big hugs to Deborah. Big hugs to your family. This van is total. Oh no. Uh-oh. Where's the stitches? Lisa's a Gutermann girl. Good advice there, Lily's mama. Yep, reach out to people that understand what you're going through. That's usually very helpful in a situation like that. Primary or fill thread. I don't know why I don't use it as much. I guess I just find Gutermann a little bit more within my budget, and it's usually within, well, it usually was in a hop, skip, and a jump from a store. So how do you connect your piece to the rack? This piece right here, oh well, I'll show you. Okay, well, here, I took the pin out here just because this was holding the ties together. Okay, see, there. And then there's this little clamp here, and this little clamp here, and then these loosen. See, I've had this forever, and Marcus even colored it. He helped me color my frame one day. I was like, I don't care. As long as it didn't rub off on my project, I didn't care. And then you loosen and tighten the little knobby bobbies here on the side to get your frame nice and in order. So, yeah. But it's just like a little plastic slip-on. Just make sure you push down. You can hear it kind of clamp around your project, and then pull this side here taut to clamp around your project. And then if there was any lax or give in here, that's when you can twist your side knobbies. Okay, hopefully that helps. And since these, I don't want these getting in the way because I was fighting with them trying to stitch around them. They were flipping and flopping in my way. So I just kind of put them up here and then just put a little cross stitch pin through to keep it out of my way. And I found my old little pin holder with all the thread, all the needles, with all the threads that still had Pop's Dragon Project on it. But I cleaned all the threads off, and I have all my needles for my next big project. So I'm excited about that. Burlap tape, no clamps. Oh, interesting. Yeah, no, well, it's not. It's just a little plastic cover pops in over it, right? Just stays snug over the fabric. So. I got a Zoom meeting. Okay, bye, Lisa. Have fun. Big hugs to you. You have to sew it to attach it. Really? So are you working on the whole project at once? You can't move it up and down? Unless you unstitch it and then restitch it. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen one like that before. Hello, Brenda from Kentucky. What's going on? Mostly two, but the quilt shop I used to go to, now closed, has the stuff when I tried it. Oh, is it working though? Or is it thicker thread there, Kelly? Or would you recommend it for anybody? Color 348. What color is that? What color is 348? It's older than me. I don't know. I'm an old one. Maybe I can rig it with PVC. Maybe. That's actually not. That's a good idea there, darling. I just turned 50, you know. In November, I turned 50. So I'm on there. I'm on the list. You find it just like Orville? I kind of thought that too, because I'd gotten a couple from Allison when she had sent over a few projects or gifts for me, and I was using the Aurifil thread to do some free motion quilting, and I found it really smooth actually to work with. I found it actually smoother than Gutermann to quilt. So 65. You just youngin', just a youngin'. Yeah, did you get much snow? Got to dash. Happy New Year. Bye, Keita. Big hugs. Big hugs to you and the family. And your adorable kids. That's kind of like me. I'll buy it when I need it, and I'll go buy like 3 or 4, and that way I don't have to come back for like a couple months sort of thing, unless it's something specific. But, you know, long arm thread is for the long arm, so. And embroidery thread has all the colors that I have of it. It has been helpful for, you know, the grad dresses and prom dresses, and, you know, some hemming of, you know, nice pants and skirts and dresses and stuff like that. So that thread's been handy for that. Dishes. Oh no, bye Kelly. Sounds like more work for you today. It's still snowing all around me. It's snowing. Well, yeah, it's still blowing here, just not as heavy as it was. That was so crazy. I couldn't even see out the back. I was getting concerned I was going to be like knee deep trying to get to the house from the shop with my slippers on. I would have learned a lesson, that's for sure. Well, last time I tried to put my winter boots on, my right foot kept swelling and I couldn't get it in the boot, so I was getting really frustrated. So I couldn't wear my boots. Yeah, I was by multiple. I usually get 2 whites, 1 black, and a tan, and that's usually what kept me going for a couple months between projects or, you know, fixing people's pants or hems or you know, whatever I was doing, customers. How do, okay, sorry, do you do sew along? We've had done in the past. The quilt behind me in the blue was a sew along. Block of the month. Yeah, we've done a few. We've done Munchkin's block of the month project, Pop's block of the month projects, Pop's snowflake project. We've done lots. We've done lots and lots. Check us out. Buying gray. Gray's good too. Gray I find is a nice blender for all sorts of projects. If you don't have black, it looks fine as a hem because you got to see the stitch. At least gray, not white. So, and if worse come to worse, if you had to make sure you had a dark thread, then make sure you had like at least a dark blue, a dark blue. So. Just trying to go around the ribbon to make sure I'm highlighting the right sections of it here. No, don't. Okay, just up the top and then down the side. Okay. And I find gray is great for piecing too. Like it just blends, right? It's not too bright. It's not too dark. It's just kind of like this neutral thread. So. There we go. How's it coming along so far? No, I'm fine, Pop. How's it going? How's it going in the house? No, probably actually it's been almost up on the 2 hours, so I have to head into the house and organize and get rid of some boxes out of the dining room. So Lily's mama would like a tea. Make her one, please. And make room for our table and chairs. So, because they will be coming soonish. So I've got about at least a half a dozen boxes. I gotta figure out where they're going. Lots of our bigger boxes are filled with our canning jars because we had about 400 canning jars. We gave a few of them away, but we still have a lot because we did a lot of canning. We still plan to do a lot of canning, so I don't want them to go too far. Do you have a camera shot of your sister? I sure can, Susan. Hold on. I'll turn it over to the overhead camera, and I'll give you a good shot, okay? 1 second. I'm glad you asked. Okay. So, yeah, so I got to find homes for all the those canning jars. Oh, sorry. Here, let me turn it this way so you can actually see it properly, instead of me doing it like a dork. So I was just doing these outline. I was just working on this whole black outline of the holly and around the presents. Okay. And then I'll show you the back. Oh, if I get it there. Okay. It's kind of cute. And this is the project. Whatever. Well, thank you. I have a lot of fun. Let's put it that way. I have a lot of fun. This thread here should not have been purple, but somehow I picked purple up and started stitching with purple, and I just somehow, that's how it ended. So, yeah. All right, moving over to the main camera. It's kind of like, oh, oopsies, design change. And I wasn't going to be too concerned about it because it didn't bother me none. So, thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. Yeah, but having some fun. It's going to take a little bit, and of course, dealing with the little tie bits here has been a little couple times on the challenging. So, but it is good. It looks good in purple. I thought it too mentally, apparently, Mike, because I grabbed purple and started stitching with it, and then I was like, afterwards, I'm like, oh, that's not supposed to be purple. Whoops. I'm keeping it now. I think it does too. Kind of adds a little pop, and it matches the other present on the other side too. So only you that, yeah. Well, that's true. Actually, what color should it be? Like a really light. I think it should have been the lavender light, the lightness purple, not the medium purple. Where did you get your needle mender? This one is way, way back when, but Pop did buy me a new one here. And I believe he just got it off of Amazon. And it's pretty much exactly the same, except one's got, you know, black foam and the other one has blue foam. And the little cards pop out to, you know, put whatever you need. I was using pencil and then just erased what I didn't, you know, put that for the next, you know, sequence of whatever you need. So I think he got them on Amazon. So, and they're exactly the same. They don't come any different. Like I said, this one's about 25 years older than this one. So that's about it. And it was only because I couldn't find this one that we went to this one after I got back into cross-stitching. So, but it's nice to have two, because then you can have two big projects on the go and not have to worry about anything. So, yeah, my first and second drawer of this chest here is all cross-stitch. All the stuff that Pat has given me and stuff I've collected and all the little tubes. All the different small, like this is super, super tiny. Whatever this, no, 27 count. Like, my goodness, I'm going to have to get the goggles out for that one. But I will. I like the challenge. So yeah, I got lots of those and some beads and, oh yeah, I got projects and lots of threads. So, yes, Amazon? Okay. Yeah, nobody didn't know it needs to be purple. Yeah, exactly, right? Chicken soup gotta go. Oh, take care, Kathy. Big hugs to you. Stay warm. Does that mean we have to behave now? I don't know. He said he was getting his lunch, so. Yeah, they shouldn't be too expensive, I don't think. And then you get a little pack of cards that come with it, and then you just do that symbol that's on your pattern on there, and you just make sure you stick that color in when you get back every time. It's nicer when you're doing bigger, and you got like 5 different shades of brown, and then because you don't, you know, here's different. I'm using red, I'm using yellow, I'm using green. It's a little bit different, right? Yeah, nope. I'm back with an unpicker and an energy drink. You got this, Yo-Yo. You got it. Definitely. No, it comes in handy. I definitely suggest that one. So, anybody have any questions? Super cute. Bow ties. It'll take a while to get done this project, but as long as it's done by this Christmas. I still got like 300 and some odd days to go. Yeah, and of course, little Mr. Jack Snow turned out amazing. And I'll take out all his base stitches, tidy him up so he's looking good like his little fellow companions. So, and that's 3 little Christmassy stuffy characters that we've done for this Christmas for the shop. Oh, that catalog used to have those too? Oh, good, good, good. How often do you working cross stitch? When do you plan to have it all done? I don't know, as long as it's done by Christmas, and every Tuesday. Every Tuesday at this time. Starts 2 hours from now, or before now, not from now. Yeah, feel free to join us again there, Tina, for sure. Yeah, definitely. I recommend it because it's going to help sort you out. And if you use pencil, then you can just erase and use the paper for several times, right? How do you go about cutting large lengths of fabrics into strips? Well, you got to fold it. You got to fold it from one salvage to the next. Make sure it's laying nice and flat. And then if you need to fold it again, make sure, again, it's laying nice and flat, and the grains are the same way, and then you sharpen off one edge, make it nice and even, and then you start doing your cuts. I could say another 2 hours. I had to get some stuff done. I was out doing grocery shopping and stuff this morning, so I'm putting it all away. Well, not all of it away, only the precious stuff. No worries, Allison. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's the teamwork makes the dream work. Hopefully that helps you, Yo-Yo. Do you think your cuts are off? Is that why you think you might be having, that was a little trouble you were having with your block, with your rail fence? Because that was one of our blocks here. There was the rail fence, right? And it gives you that lovely little pattern down design. So. Oh, you're welcome. You're totally welcome. The cold stuff can be left outside until you, yeah, almost put the milk jug when it was, I'm like, is it just gonna fit in the fridge? I could just put it outside. Gotta go for a walk. Oh, there you go. Have fun, Allison. We're gonna say goodbye anyway, so, and we'll see. I'm gonna try and do a video for Friday, so maybe no live stream. If I can't get a video out, then we'll do a live stream instead. Just puttering around the shop, trying to tidy things up and get things organized. Okay, so. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate your time and your company, you hanging out with me today. I love it. Appreciate it. You're my friends. You're my homies. You're my family. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up if you like this show. If you don't forget to give me 2 thumbs down so I know you're super serious about it. Okay? And we will see you either Friday and Saturday. See ya. Bye. Have fun. Enjoy the day. Exactly. Mwah. Be good.